Well, guys, this is Casey Israel, and this is Video Game Hunting, Episode 24, Part 1, Take 2. I already did a whole little bit of thing in like 4 or 5 minutes, and then my freaking phone holder just went. So, I went to the first vintage stock. Zip. Looked like they got a few things in, but nothing I really needed. But heading off to the other ones. I need to kind of hurry up because the game store closes at 6 and it's 4:36. And it's going to take me a little bit of time to go to the very end where the vintage stock is. It's probably worthless, but it's always worth checking it out. Every once in a while, you find some good stuff. And I was talking about before, I've been thinking about getting 2 high-priced ticket things. I'm in air about it right now. One I can get, it's called the PC Engine console. It's pretty much a Japanese version of the TurboGrafx. I mean, I could get my TurboGrafx modded to play both, but the problem is I would have to send out my TurboGrafx, probably ship it to Pennsylvania to the Classic Game Junkie to have him modded, and I'm not sure how much it's going to cost to mod that, or pay $150 for a PC Engine. Right now they have 2 of them at the shop, at the video game store. And also, the other thing I was thinking about, and plus, there's games. They get PC Engine games every once in a while. But I was kind of eyeing to get the gold Famicom cartridge of Punch-Out. And I told the story about this before, about the Famicom disc game, Golf, had a competition that you take your scores from golf and you take your disc to the kiosk, and I believe it'll fax your score to Nintendo, and if you did good enough, you'll get prizes, and one of the prizes is the gold Punch-Out. And I think that obviously the first versions are the arcade and the little Game & Watch version. But I think after those 2, the first console version was that one. It was the gold Punch-Out cartridge for the Famicom. And I kind of really badly want it. But it's been going between $250 to $300. But I'm like, oh god. I started low at one person at $150, then just gradually going up. The last one I offered was $190. But I don't want to, I really don't want to pay more than 2. game because that'd be all my gaming budget just for one big game I want. Or I can just take the PC Engine and did I miss my turn off? No, I don't think so. I don't even think I crossed the bridge just yet. No. But, really badly want that gold cartridge Punch-Out. And it's so hard for me not to say Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And I told the story. Some people thought, Mike Tyson was removed out of the other Punch-Out because the whole rape, charge, it's either the rape charge or I think the rape charge came later. I think domestic abuse with his wife was the one that people was thinking was the cause of Tyson losing licenses with Nintendo, but no. I think Nintendo signed like a 3 to 5 year deal with Tyson, and then Tyson became champion, and then it would just be too expensive because they got Tyson for a cheap deal. Oh, don't be an asshole. Let me. This woman gives me the way, but it looks like she was not gonna let me in. But, yeah, when Tyson became champion, they didn't want he was going to be honestly more expensive because he became the boxing champion of the world. So that's why after his license contract ran out, they took him out of the game. It's only when they're about to do called Intergalactic Power Punch. That's when they were going to use him again in a crappy version of a sequel that they took. We're going to have Tyson in there. But that was because the domestic abuse charge. They took him out completely out of the game, and Don King out of the game, and then they didn't do much to change the character. At least in Punch-Out, when they took Tyson out, you can kind of see some similarities, but I mean, they took him from black, then turned him from black to white, but everything much else was when he had brown hair instead of black hair, but he had the Tyson one knockdown punch. Goodness gracious. I gotta get over. I did not know. I guess it's on the same thing last week. Again, the one thing I don't miss is driving down this freaking road anymore. I hated driving this road, this highway. So, son of a bitch, I gotta get off here. Oh, nope. Oops. 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 I thought I was about to miss my turn. Lane closed. What the hell is this all about? This is just weird. Okay, this is just. I might not, for near future, I might not take this route. Because it's almost 5. Took me a while to get around that shit. That was a nightmare. Like I said, I don't miss taking that fucking route. Especially now how bad it got. Stop. I can go a little bit. Come on, dude. Thank you. So back to Intergalactic Power Punch. Tyson. They took Tyson and Don King out. But they barely even did anything. I wouldn't even say they even changed his character at all. They just changed his fucking name from Mike Tyson to Mark Taylor. So, I'm like, they even still had the same freaking initials. And you'd be fighting against aliens because you're the champion of the world and you wanted a challenge. So you take on aliens and robots and shit. And it's a hell of a lot harder than Punch-Outs are. And it's a horrible game. But, yeah, they made it called, what's weird, Power Punch 2. Even though there's no Power Punch 1. But the game goes between $20 and $30. I think I paid $20 for mine. But it's uncommon. But lately I've been seeing a couple of them recently. Like I said, I've seen them at $20. I've seen them at $30. But I was pretty sure that game was going to go up in price, but no, it's holding around there. And then they also, people fought when Tyson lost the belt. That's another reason they fought. He lost the license. Like, no. The license ran out and he was going to be too expensive, and the game was already popular at the time, so they didn't need Tyson no more. It was a good move because right around when Mike Tyson came out, I remember back in the day there was a convention, some kind of convention that my mom took us to. Some like sports convention. I think it was like cards. And I saw a Mike Tyson card, and I was like, oh. And they had it in all acrylic. What was it? Acrylic casing, and dumb fuck. This fucker in the Mustang wouldn't let me. I got a Mustang. I think I'm badass. Fucking kid. It looks like he's like 18 years old driving a Mustang. Guarantee you he didn't buy that. That was his parents' Mustang. Yeah, but when people thought Buster Douglas beat Tyson, that's why he got unbranded. But nope. But it's funny, I think there were so many things. I think what happened, I think Buster Douglas did something, I think with the WWF. Could have been that something with WrestleMania or something, one of the WrestleManias or something, a pay per view. And it's supposed to have been Tyson, but because Buster Douglas won, well, they're like, screw Tyson, Buster Douglas is the champion now. But now Buster Douglas is like a joke because of Tyson. Whoa! I swear this person in a white vehicle almost rammed me. People are crazy today, bro. I gotta make this quick. Look around. Because I got an hour and 8 minutes to get to the next game store. But I don't want to rush. But, I'll be back. If I find something, I'll continue I'll do with episode 2.